Hey,
Perfect.
we're live, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me, my man. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Do you like my Mexico background?
I do. I'm jealous. I wish I was on the beach right now.
Me too. Oh my gosh, would it be nice just to have a Corona without Corona?
That would be nice.
Do you know that they actually lowered the price of Corona?
Corona beer? No, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I think they lowered it like 30 cents.
I heard that sales were down about 40% because people associated coronavirus with the Corona beer. So that makes sense why they lowered the price then.
What a name. I mean, the CEO of Corona was like, no, don't name it that.
Exactly.
In the city of California, my son went to school in Corona. So,
I'm
yeah,
sure they're
well,
getting a lot of people taking pictures right now next
I
to that
know.
sign.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, my friend. And the good news is that we're starting to come out of this. I mean, we're starting to have a little bit of release with all of the businesses starting to be able to deliver curbside. So that's good. How are you? How's you and your family doing?
Doing well. Luckily, everyone's staying safe. We got our health. Luckily, mortgage has been, very busy. So very fortunate on that front. So no
Right.
complaints. How about you? Everything good with you and your family?
It's going good. We're still able. The thing that I feel lucky about is that as real estate professional, as a mortgage professional, we're still in what's called an essential job because people need to buy or sell a home.
Right.
And no matter what's going on in life, people do have to make a move, either by necessity or because they want to. In this certain circumstance, it's a lot of it's by necessity. And in my opinion, it's also by taking opportunities because I believe you're very busy with mortgage refinances, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Refinances are probably 70% of our business right now.
70% of your business right now are refis.
Yep. Correct.
And can you tell me, Joe, what's going on as far as the rates on on the typical week? I know that they fluctuate every day, but what are you seeing as far as a client is coming out of what type of mortgage at what percent and getting a mortgage? Give me your most recent example.
Oh, we've seen quite a few, but just this week, yesterday alone, we had a couple of clients that are going from conforming conventional loans to just lowering the rate. We've also seen VA clients. There's a VA loan called an EARL, which is an interest rate reduction where there's no appraisal, and we're able to just lower the rate, put what few fees there are into the loan, and drop their payment. The beauty part of that is they're also skipping a payment like they would on a normal refinance, but
Okay.
it's a no income qualified, just like an FHA streamline.
Wow. So they can do a streamlined loan and the fees are relatively inexpensive. You just have to factor in the cost of refinancing over a certain amount of years, and then you're able to calculate if you're going to be saving money or not.
Correct. Yeah, we'll tell them where their break even point. The beauty part of what my company is doing, so guaranteed rate for the third straight year, we're offering no lender fees on all VA loans, even refinances. So there's no processing fee, there's no underwriting fee. It's basically, and there's no appraisal. So all they're doing on a VA EARL is basically their title fees in pounds, and that's it. It's a very
Wow.
easy, cost efficient loan for them.
So they're basically not putting out any costs. I mean, everybody's got to get paid, Joe. How do you get paid? A little bit on the interest rate bump or something like that? I mean,
No, don't get me wrong, we're compensated, but right
yeah,
now, like with someone with 680 or better credit score, they're looking at a rate of about 2.75, 2.875.
right.
So they're still getting a phenomenal rate. We just get a SRP from the servicers when we sell it on the
Got it.
back end.
So that's how you make your money. People are like, well, what's in it for you, man? You're not
Right?
working for free. But that sounds pretty amazing. So a VA borrower who's got a VA loan can streamline with you for literally no cost.
No lender cost. Yeah. Just title, escrow, and impounds, and that's it. It's very minimal cost to them.
That's terrific. Hey, I hope all of you VA borrowers out there that have a VA loan, and you know, I mean, it makes sense, Joe, probably at about a five, if they have a 4.5 or 5% interest rate, or where would you, like, if you were a VA borrower, if you had a VA
Right.
loan, when would you make, because of what the rates are now, which is at around 3%, 2.75 to 3%,
Correct. Yep.
you would when would you decide it's a good time to refinance? If your mortgage is 1 point higher, 2 points higher?
It depends on the loan amount size, but traditionally speaking, the rule of thumb has always been a point or more.
A
But
point.
on this particular loan, because the fees are so low, I would say anything 3/4 of a point or more, it would be worth it.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to share your website at the end so people can know where to go. I have you as my preferred lender on our May Team Las Vegas site.
Appreciate it.
In fact, let me share some information with everybody while we're talking here. I'm going to go ahead and share our website right here. Joe, can you see the website?
I can see, yeah, I can see your page.
Okay. So here we have mayteamlasvegas.com, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in staying in touch with what's going on in the real estate market, and there's a lot of volatility going on, there's a lot of uncertainty, but the one thing is that I've been doing it for 23 years. How long have you been in the loan business, Joe?
Over 18 years.
18 years. So gosh, I mean, we have a lot of experience collectively as far as taking care of our clients. If you want to consult with us, you can just text me first or send me an email that you want to connect, but you can just click the Zoom link button and you can connect just like Joe and I are connecting right now in a Zoom conference live on Facebook. Um, Down here at the very bottom, well, right here in the middle, you can search for resale homes, search for brand new homes, or get your free instant value report. Now, that's an automated report, but it's one of the best. It's by CoreLogic, and CoreLogic typically does the valuations, the automated valuations for lenders, such as Joe. At the very bottom of our website here is Guaranteed Rates video, which is a cool video. And then you click to get pre-approved with our preferred lender. You click that link and that gives you right to Joe's link. And Joe, you have a button where you can actually click and start your application online, correct?
That is correct. Yep. It'll allow them to start the digital application.
That's awesome. So you can start a digital application with Joe and you can review, and then Joe is obviously going to receive your information and can follow up with you to basically help you refi. That's one of the great things right now is that, gosh, with the mortgage market being so low, you're keeping busy, but you're able to help individuals, you know, save money in the process, which is a big thing. What is the current FHA maximum loan amount that somebody can purchase with, Joe?
FHA is 345.
So at $345,000 purchase price, or a little bit above that, 357, and then the loan amount is
Correct.
345. Okay.
Correct.
So your maximum loan amount is 345,000 on FHA. As far as if you want to qualify for an FHA loan, what's the minimum credit score that somebody needs in order to typically qualify?
It's changed depending on what lender they're using. There's been quite a few changes during the corona epidemic. For myself and my company, we go down to 620 credit score right now.
That's great. So right now, guaranteed rate can do an FHA loan around 3%, or they vary.
It depends on the credit score, but if their
Okay.
credit score is 680 or better, yeah, they're going to be around 3%.
Wow, that's amazing. And what we can do for you folks out there that are renting, we can do a calculation to show you with a 3.5% down payment, what your monthly mortgage payment would be at a 3.25% interest. I can probably guarantee you that your mortgage payment will be less than what you're paying in rent for a 2-bedroom condominium right now, or a 2-bedroom apartment. Wouldn't you agree, Joe?
Absolutely. Yeah, people are pleasantly surprised when I give them the numbers. They're like, wow, I can actually own for less than what I'm paying in rent right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's not always the case because, normally the interest rates are higher and it's kind of equal or maybe a little bit more to own a house than to rent. But right now, with the rates being what they are, you can definitely take advantage of that. Now, the truth of the matter is that hopefully you're still in an essential job and you're still working. If you're currently laid off, which many people, well, most people aren't laid off right now, they're just furloughed. But we know that, there's a certain period of time where most of the employers have to keep the same amount of employees employed in order to receive the money from the federal government and not have to pay it back. So that's going to be a good thing. But
Right.
I saw that the MGM is probably going to conduct layoffs after that period of time is over. So, how do you as a lender, navigate that, Joe?
It's been a little tricky, the last few weeks. I'll be very honest with you. But what we're doing right now is obviously we're seeing if they still getting paid. That's first and foremost. They need to have income coming in. We're also doing what's called the verification of employment. We want to see that they're active employees, even if they're working from home. But if they're in active status, that's good. If they've been laid off, obviously, it's not something we can move forward at that time until they're back to work. But if they're active employees receiving paychecks, then obviously we can continue that conversation and continue with either the pre-approval or the full loan approval if they're in contract.
Gotcha. So you're navigating that process. I mean, you're basically saying, okay, you're laid off right now, but you're still active as an employee. You're furloughed right now, but you're still getting paid. If that's the case, they can still get finance to buy something if they wanted to take advantage of the low interest rates.
It depends. Traditionally speaking, if they're furloughed, we wouldn't be able to close it until they go back to active status. So
Okay.
a majority of the time they still have to show active. If they are expecting to go back to work in 2 weeks, we can do a lot of um, the groundwork up front. And then once they're back to active, we can look to close it. But unfortunately, until they're back to active, we wouldn't be able to close the loan.
So you can do the groundwork. You can get their 2 years of tax returns, how many years of bank statements, all that. And, if you go to Joe's website, you'll be able to, kind of navigate through the system and see what he requires. But initially, it's just an online application, a qualification. And then the next step is to go to full underwriter approval. And that's something that we like to do for our clients before we go shopping, because that means that once you're fully underwritten and approved, you can have the power and the knowledge that you can go out and buy something and probably close it in 30 to 45 days still, Joe, or do you need more time based upon what's going on with COVID?
Turn times right now are really quick. So a 30-day escrow is plenty of time to close a purchase transaction.
Okay, that's good to know. So we can still keep it at 30 to 45 days. One of the things, everybody, that's going on is we do now have in the real estate contracts a COVID-19 addendum. What does the addendum do? It basically says that if we need more time to close a loan, you as the seller will allow us to do that. The other thing it says is that at the end of the loan, God forbid somebody loses their job or whatever because of this, what we're dealing with, then you have the right to get your earnest money back, if the seller is willing to participate in that particular addendum. So, and they're supposed to participate in the addendum because it's kind of almost like a natural disaster type situation. Um, what other things can you share with us, Joe? What's going on in the conventional? Why don't you share what is the maximum conventional loan amount right now?
Conforming loan limit is 510 400. So anything up to 510,400 is considered conforming. Anything above that is jumbo.
Okay.
So we're seeing quite a few people, like I mentioned earlier, do rate and term refinances. We've seen quite a few people also do cash out refinances. Now, I do want to point out that certain big banks have limited the ability to do cash out refinances. certain lenders have done that. Not all lenders, guaranteed rate. We're still allowing cash out refinances on conforming, even on jumbo. We still have some jumbo products that allow it. So if people were looking to take some money out to pay off some car loans, high interest credit cards, or just want to take some money out to feel better, they have more money for reserves in the bank, or they want to dabble in the stock market, whatever the reason, if they want to pull some cash out, we can definitely assist them, assuming they qualify.
And to qualify, they have to have typically a loan to value ratio of about 70%. Joe, would that be the situation? If they can they can cash out if the total cash out is less than 70% of the maximum value of the property.
On conforming, we can go up to 75.
75%. So folks, you can pull out 75% of the cash on your home, have 25 to 30% equity left, and have that cash in the bank just in case. And that's why you're so busy right now, right, Joe?
Yeah. I mean, with rates being as low as they are, low to mid threes, depending on the type of loan, and maybe even high twos on FHA and VA, people want to lower their payment. They want to pull cash out. And the beauty part too is with all these refinances, they get to skip at least one payment. If they have money left over in their escrow account, which is we see 9 out of 10 times, they're going to get a refund as well with whatever money's left in there. So it puts them in a better financial position as well, getting that refund, not having to make that mortgage payment for a month, dropping their payment going forward, or taking the money out to pay off high interest credit cards, car loans, or whatever debt they may have.
Right. That sounds like, a great solution for a lot of people, especially people that, now, here's the question. They need to still be in essential jobs and not furloughed in order to do the cash out refi.
They need to be working and active. They technically don't need to be an essential employee, because some businesses that are not categorized as essential, but they can work from home, or they still have jobs. So the biggest thing is active working with income coming in. That's what we're looking for.
Got it. So, okay, got it. So, those of you that have, been furloughed right now, you might not be able to take advantage of it now, but once you go back to work,
Yes.
call Joe to get some cash just in case. And here's the thing, folks, there's two sides to every situation. If you need to sell a home because you're going to potentially make a job move or whatever, it's still a great time. The inventory is low, and I'm still selling properties. We're still selling and seeing inventory moving. Do we have that crystal ball of what's going to happen a few months from now? No, we don't. But I think Joe's going to be a little bit busier than I am because of being able to refi and help people cash out some money out of the equity of their home, which is a great thing. I'm happy for you, Joe. And I'm happy that I have a relationship with you because I trust you and know that you're going to take care of, the clients that need to be taken care of. You and I have worked together for so long. Do you have anything else to share as far as, anything that you've heard that you think the public needs to know about, mortgages and whatnot? Go ahead and share anything that you want to share with us.
Just if you've talked to your bank and they've given you an answer about if they could qualify you or not, or they don't offer certain products, get a second opinion. I'd love to talk to you, because we can do a lot of things that the big banks can't. Just today, Wells Fargo announced that they're no longer doing home equity loans. So big banks have taken a very conservative approach. They don't want to do cash out right now. So if you've been denied or told, no, we don't offer that, or that's not available, give me a call. I may be able to help you still. Just because one bank doesn't do it doesn't mean we all can't.
Right, right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share the screen with you here. You can go to our website, which is Mayteam Real Estate or MayteamLasVegas.com. I have two sites. If you go to MayteamLasVegas.com and then you go to the bottom of our site, all you have to do is click here to get pre-approved with our preferred lender, and that connects you with Joe's site. And again, please, if you have any questions about the market, if you want to get, your free home value report, you just come on here and click receive your free instant home value report. But if you're thinking about selling, if you need to sell, the best thing to do is to have us do a personalized home evaluation, which we can do right here on a Zoom conference. I can share all the data with you right here to let you know where you should price your home. And as far as you buyers out there, you connect with me, I'll connect with Joe. Joe will get you pre-approved. And then we come back to the screen and we let our fingers do the walking, because on our side as real estate agents, we're able to really slice and dice the market so much better than utilizing Zillow, which half the time the properties are in contract or not available when you go to Zillow. And we can really, we can pick and choose what you're looking for, a certain school zone. We can pick and choose if you want a downstairs bedroom with a full bathroom and a pool, and we can certain lot sizes. We can really define the list and save you a lot of time, because we don't want to get in the car, until we have a good 5 that you really love that you want to see, because we don't want to put ourselves at risk. But we are continuing to show properties in a very safe way. And then obviously Joe is going to be able to sign you with no human interaction. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yeah, on conforming loans, we can do beginning to end, no human interaction. So if you're a little bit timid about, being around title officers right now, we definitely have options for you.
Yeah, Joe has a cool loan where you can do all of your paperwork online with a online notary. I think that's really cool. With necessity is the mother of invention. So obviously, Joe, you have created some tools to where people can sign their loan documents without even having to drive anywhere. And we are doing Zoom conferences, doing virtual open house tours, and doing seller consultations. Hey, Joe, I want to thank you for your time. Let's connect again in a couple of weeks and see what's going on with any new news that comes down the pike. Okay.
Sounds great. I appreciate it. Thanks,
Thanks,
Paul.
buddy. I appreciate
Take care.
it. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this too shall pass. This flu shall pass. Thanks a lot, Joe. We'll see you later, my friend.
Thank you.
Have a
Take
good
care.
one.